This is Kelly Hobart from Alpaca Direct, and we're here looking at our Silverloom Handi Tool by Susan Bates. And this is what it looks like. It's a crochet hook on one edge, and it has a knitting needle on the other edge. And I love using this little tool because it's small, I can bring it with me on the plane, and it has a couple things that I use it for. Number one thing that I like to use it for is I like to pick up drop stitches. If I drop a stitch, I can easily pick up those stitches from the crochet hook side. If I am doing cabling and I do not have a cable needle with me, the other end of your Handi tool makes a perfect cable needle for cabling. And the third thing I like to do is if I'm knitting along and I drop the actual stitches off the needle and need to get those stitches back up on the needle, I can use my little Handi tool to pick those stitches up and then put them back on the needle where they fell off of. So I am going to show you how to do a couple of these skills so you can see what it looks like. So here on this pair of socks that I'm knitting, I have dropped a stitch down, and you'll see that I have my work turned to the knit side. So I would grab the drop stitch, which is right here, and you see the ladders going up my hand. Well, you keep those ladders in order that they were knit, and you would just go ahead and walk up the ladder from the bottom of the rung up, creating those knit stitches that had dropped and bringing your pattern back to where it should be. And then when I get to the very top and I've picked up every one of those ladders, I am going to go ahead and stick that stitch back on my needle with my left hand leg in back and the right hand leg in front so the stitch is mounted correctly. Now let me show you how I could use this cable needle on a 4x4 right leaning cable to use it as a cable needle. This time I'm using the cable needle side, and I'm going to slip 2 stitches to the Handi tool. Then I would go ahead and work 2 stitches. Then I would take those 2 stitches and put it back up on my needle from the Handi tool and go ahead and work those last 2 stitches. Now I have used it to complete a right leaning cable. Now this is what I'm talking about. If I should drop stitches off my needle and I need to pick them up again, I could easily take my little tool and thread them on the tool and then easily put them back on my needle again with the left hand leg in back and the right hand leg in front. I hope this clears up how you might be able to use this handy little tool called the Silverloom Handi Tool by Susan Bates.